It's really only right that we continue to talk about the attacks on literacy happening in Florida because they are continuing to take place. Now, parents are starting to react to empty classrooms and library shelves as DCPS continues to do book reviews. And it's actually worse than I even imagined because they're going into the library and they're taking out any books that they haven't reviewed. They're also taking any book that a student has checked out that has not brought the book back. They are taking the book directly from their hands and not returning them. So the attacks are much more aggressive than we can even imagine because they are attacking at the root the ability to gain a connection to literacy. What I mean by that is if you take books out of the library that even has characters that look like us, right? You are taking the first steps to a connection to literacy from these students that they can take advantage of when they become older. Not only on an activism level, I'm talking about on just humanity, on just a sense of self-confidence and self-pride so that we can learn our true history because we know that in schools we're taught that our history begins with slavery. So we're not taught the proper scope, even when it comes to the society of slavery, the institution of slavery. That's not taught from the proper perspective either. So if it's not for independent research, we're not able to gain those perspectives that we're supposed to achieve. And without the connection to literacy, it's very hard to regain that connection to literacy in a later age to find those proper perspectives, to have a heightened sense of consciousness and confidence. So they're attacking that at the root, is what's going on right now. And they are taking every book out of the school library. You can see the picture below me. All of these books are gone. I'm seeing teachers responding by saying these police officers are coming in and they're taking every book out of there, even some books that the teacher themselves bought. And I think the next step is that if your child has a book and brings it to school, they can take the book right out of the child's hands that you spent your hard earned money on, and they cannot return them. So our right to literacy is being attacked. And the only way that we can even get some sense of fight back is that we have to take a lot of that learning outside of the schools. Now, that is a catch 22 in a lot of ways because a lot of these parents are working 50, 60, 70 hours a week just so they can try to give their children a certain type of life. So now they're having to follow that up with even more time spent. And we understand there's only 24 hours in a day. So they are really stacking the deck and really attacking our way of life. And an attack on Black literacy is an attack on Black way of life. Make no mistake about that. So these are really disgusting attacks against our rights.